the doctors, they can't figure out what's wrong. And they're talking about surgery. They're talking about removing part of my colon. I didn't say that. That was like, they were talking about removing part of my colon, you know, hoping that they wouldn't have to get there. But that's what they were talking about. Like, it was horrible. So much discomfort, okay? And you just kind of suffer in silence. So if you're experiencing that right now, that's why I'm making this video, because like, I feel your pain. Hello. This video is for anybody suffering with chronic constipation. If you're subscribed to this channel, you might be like, oh, this is weird, this is random. And I know it kind of is, but I don't know, I like to put out videos that I hope will just help somebody. And I know that people are suffering with chronic constipation. How do I know this? Because I too suffered with chronic constipation for nearly an entire year. I'm not even joking. It was almost a year that I suffered in silence. And I will explain my story and everything, and I'm going to tell you what I used that I believe, and I'm going to say that God used it. God used it to heal me. I'm not going to say I'm not one of those people that's like, I healed myself doing this. No, I really suffered for like a year. And I'm sorry if this is TMI. If you don't hear anything about the insides and bowel movements and stuff like that, I totally understand. It's like kind of gross. But I know that when I was really suffering, I was on YouTube a lot trying to figure out what to use and like just how to get some relief. And so I have to make this video for maybe somebody who is struggling, who's dealing with this. And I hope that what I used will help you as well. So first off, so chronic constipation, you know, I believe they define chronic constipation as like you don't have a bowel movement for like 3 days. I could go an entire week and a half, sometimes 2 weeks without going to the bathroom. Now that might just seem like, how is that even possible? That must have been so uncomfortable. You must have felt like, I felt so sick. I've had to go to the emergency room because of this. I've seen my primary care doctor who prescribed Linzess. And y'all, I'm just honest, okay? I'm just honest in all these sorts of things. I'm sorry if a representative from Linzess stumbles across this and gets angry at me. I gotta say the truth. I gotta speak the truth, okay? Linzess, it might work for you, it might work for somebody else. So I'm not gonna say like don't try it, but they be acting like Linzess is the cure to cancer. Well, that doesn't make sense. Like the cure to constipation. It's not, or at least for me, it never worked for me. Not once. You know what it did? All it did was make me dizzy, all right? All it did was make me dizzy. So Linzess, several doctors prescribed that to me. I don't recommend. Then they were like, hey, use Miralax. So I used Miralax. I even bought the name brand, okay? Name brand. I don't like paying name brand money, okay? But I was really suffering, y'all. So I bought name brand Miralax. It did nothing. And so, but I kept using it, and I ran out. So then I bought I think this is the Walmart brand. Never worked, okay? And then I went to and before all that, in order to be able to go to the bathroom, because I saw a video on YouTube that said, drink this tea and it's gonna make you go to the bathroom. It will make you go to the bathroom, but Senna is not something that apparently you don't want your bowels to have to rely on drinking Senna tea. It's like a laxative in order to be able to go to the bathroom. In the long, like for temporary relief, I think it's fine. But I will never say I'm not gonna say anything bad about this because, oh my gosh, it was my saving grace to be able to have some relief. So I'm not gonna say anything bad about this, but you don't want to have to rely on this long term, like I did. So then when I relied on this for months, I'm not gonna lie. Then I finally went to see a gastro doctor. The gastro doctor told me to try Linzess. I was like, it's a no for me, fam. Respectfully, it doesn't work. And then So then they gave me something called IBS rela. IBS rela. Sorry. Too bright. I don't know. It's called IBS rela. They said this would work. So then they were like, we got you, fam. Try this and this. Put them together. Surefire relief. Nothing. So I had to get an MRI. I got an MRI, okay? They told me that I had something called colonic inertia. Then they also just said that the contents in my bowel just move extremely slowly. Like, so, I felt so sick for so long. And they said that it just moves like super slowly. So I had an MRI and then I had to have a colonoscopy. If you've had a colonoscopy, you understand that stuff they make you drink. And I'm sorry if this is TMI or too much information for anyone who might not know what that slang means. Horrible stuff. I wouldn't give that stuff to my worst enemies. Absolutely horrible. You had to drink a bunch like one night and then the next, like one day, and then the next day you had to drink the rest. Able to force down the first dose. The second dose, literally my body rejected it and it came back up. Again, I'm so sorry to be TMI. This is just to help somebody who's dealing with this. But I was really worried I wasn't going to be able to get the colonoscopy, but by God's grace, I used some other laxatives that I had just in my medicine cabinet, and they were able to perform the colonoscopy, which came back normal, totally normal. They didn't find any diseases or anything like that. So I was just like, what am I supposed to do? None of these medicines are working. And then lo and behold, I was talking to my mom. I mean, granted, she knew that I was dealing with this for months and stuff, but she had been selling this tea it's called Bye Bye Belly tea, and it's in order to like lose weight or something. But it's not like those dangerous teas like princess tea or I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's not like those teas that are like dangerous or anything. It's like organic, natural ingredients and stuff. And she was just like, I don't know why I never thought of this, but you should drink the tea. And I was like, I'm not trying to lose weight. For the last several months, I've been trying to put on weight. So I was like, I don't want to lose weight, but I'm really desperate and I'm gonna try it. So this is the tea. The ingredients are, I'm gonna include a picture of the ingredients, like maybe right. So as you can see, it's all organic stuff. And I'm not even gonna lie, I haven't drinking this in like a month at this point. I was drinking it, like basically I would steep some of this stuff, into a steeper thing, You don't have to use a reusable one. This was the only one they had at the grocery store that I went to, but I like it. So basically I would steep this and I would boil a big thing of hot water, okay? And then I would put this in here and steep it. Then once it's boiling or whatever, you just take it off the heat and you let it sit overnight. Then the next day, the tea is good to go. It's good to drink. I would drink like, a few cups of it. During lunch, you could drink it cold. You could like put some flavor aid in it or whatever. I would drink that. And I started getting consistent relief. Okay. And it wasn't, again, sorry to be a TMI, but if you're struggling, then if you're dealing with constipation, then you understand, and this probably doesn't even gross you out. It's not, it's full. Like when you go to the bathroom, it's not going to be like this. It's not going to cause like any stomach cramping or pain or anything like that. And I also just want to, I don't know, obviously I'm just a random woman on the internet. So I can't prove that I'm like lying or, it's not it's full. Like when you go to the bathroom, it's not gonna be like this. It's not like in life, you know, you learn things along the way. Like you go through something and then you can hoard all that knowledge and keep it to yourself, or you can use it to help somebody. Or they say like, so-and-so, he walked so that his kids could run or whatever. Even though I always feel like it should be like he ran so that they could walk, because running is obviously harder than walking, but whatever. Like if you have an experience, granted, I know that people deal with a lot of stuff, like go through like some really terrible stuff sometimes, and it's traumatic and they don't want to open up and talk about it. They don't have to, but if you feel so inclined, it can really change somebody's life. And I'm not like gonna cry right now, but I don't think that people understand how hard it is and how uncomfortable it is to be constipated all the time. It was like my bowels just like broke. It's like they were not working right for almost a year. And it's just something that you just suffer in silence, because it's kind of gross. Like it's not something like you just see somebody, like you see your coworker, they're asking you how you're doing. You can't, like, unless you guys are like this, you can't like tell them, I feel so sick right now because I have not had a bowel movement in 5 days. Like they can't figure out what's wrong, and they're talking about surgery. They're talking about removing part of my colon. I didn't say that. That was like, they were talking about removing part of my colon, you know, hoping that they wouldn't have to get there, but that's what they were talking about. Like it was horrible. So much discomfort, okay? And you just kind of suffer in silence. So if you're experiencing that right now, that's why I'm making this video, because like I feel your pain, and I'm not gonna cry. And somebody might be like, oh, you're being so dramatic, but just suffer. If you ever deal with constipation, you know, imagine dealing with it consistently for a year. It's like your bowels just shut down. You eat every single day, but it just won't come out. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. The doctors don't know why, and they're talking about removing your colon. Back to the tea. It's changed my life. I'm telling you, I don't even use the darn tea anymore. I have not made this or drunk this tea in a month. It's like, and I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say, because I believe in God. God used this tea to heal my colon. I have not even used this tea, and I go consistently every single day now. If you're suffering, please try it. I'm gonna find a link to put in the description, and if you try it and it helps you, please let me know. I was telling my mom, I was like, you know, anybody who you know who sells this tea, y'all should stop selling. I mean, I guess you guys can sell it as weight loss or whatever, but it's not like those unhealthy weight loss teas, you know, that like celebrities and stuff be promoting. This is like organic stuff. Like the number one ingredient is organic green tea. Like people all over the world drink organic green tea every single day, and they're fine. I mean, obviously I'm no doctor, okay? You should talk to your doctor about it. Maybe I should talk to my doctor too. But my doctors, they gave me all this stuff that didn't work in medicine. Like, who knows what's in this? Not me. But this, number one ingredient, organic green tea. It's just like, it's healthy, and it changed my life. So let me know if you are if you're dealing with chronic constipation, or just constipation in general, and what you've tried that works for you, or that worked for you. And if you're suffering and you end up buying this and you try it and it helps you, please let me know, so that I know that I didn't just put all my business literally out on the internet for no reason. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. Be kind to yourself.